Well,
We're live.
We're
live.
We're going
live.
through
The
the
opinions and
We're
views
live.
expressed in this video do not reflect the
fix the
views of
audio.
HGTV.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
Now that we can't
Viewer
see it,
discretion is
one or the other.
advised.
There it is. Oh.
What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. This is The Functional Gentleman. We're your hosts, Roy Gravis, Bucky Pender, behind a fake-ass glass with his nice, freshly shaved bald head, Juan Kanika, John Marble.
Thought you were looking smooth.
No, isn't it? Well, it was this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it still doesn't have any stubble on it.
I haven't seen you since last week, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's fresh.
Hey, so we got a special occasion going on tonight.
Yeah.
Any ideas what that is?
No.
We gonna go ahead and do it?
You want to go ahead and do
Yeah,
it?
let's go ahead and do
We're
it.
going to dive right in, baby.
Ready?
I'm trying to pull up the feed. Hang on
Well,
a
yeah,
second.
he's got to pull up the feed first. While he's doing that,
All right,
Yeah.
I'm good.
okay, hold on.
What are we doing? I'm nervous. There's boxes.
We got a box. We got another box.
Open his boxes.
Which one do I got to open?
Do or don't?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. All right.
Which one do I got to open first?
Pick one. It's Roy's birthday for those that didn't know, so happy birthday, Roy! We're excited. We're live in studio, and he's got presents.
I'm
And he's
over
worse than a dang kid.
I'm going to open the small
He
one
is
first.
shook, rattled, and rolled all of these.
Shut the fuck up. I just dropped the F-bomb.
Whoa, dude!
Dang, that's what I'm talking about. This is when you know you got people who love you. Look at this crowd. I got Alec Bradley cigars. I got... Oh, that's a sticker. Came with a box.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Man, this is fantastic. I feel bad.
Before you open those,
Boy, that's a set right there.
very own.
Oh, I got a red velvet cake too.
And you were just complaining
To go
about it.
along with my Great American Cookie Cake that my wife got me at the house.
All the sweets, buddy.
That's fantastic. That's a 4-pack?
Yes,
5-pack?
sir. And it's a reusable humidified bag.
How about that? Look at that.
And if you will look
That
at your
is
screen,
nice. You got a screen? Yeah, I do have a screen. What are we looking at? Age
Oh,
4.
look.
That's
Let
fantastic.
me put this down.
Look at the backdrop, bro.
Yeah.
That's
says
fantastic.
the man, the myth, the legend. I know you can barely see
Yeah, I
it.
don't
That
know
is
if you can
awesome.
see it or not, but it does say the man, the myth, the legend.
That's fantastic. I've never had this one before, neither.
No, good. I'm
I like
glad.
it.
I'm excited about it. So those two,
Yep.
I handpicked.
That's, yeah.
So there's something different. I don't know if you've had them or not.
No, but I can tell you right now,
but if
they're
you kinda wanna tell
fantastic
everybody.
from what so this is a Pappy Van Winkle
Yes, it is.
barrel fermented Robusto.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, yeah. Pappy Van Winkles are good. And then that was, of course, one of my all-time personal favorites. Rocky Patel, vintage 1990. Never go
Aged
wrong.
12 years.
I know,
And-
aged 12 years.
Okay.
I couldn't buy you the 18-year-old Jameson.
I
so
know, right?
I got the oldest cigar I could find.
The oldest cigar.
So
Fantastic.
being the boss, you know, like it's hard to be the boss. And I know last time
I thought I was the boss.
that's what I'm talking about. And so I know
sir.
last time I sang happy birthday to Bucky, but obviously you know this week my delicate throat
Yes.
is having some problems.
Poor
So
delicate throat.
I got a fill in.
You got
Uh-oh.
a fill-in?
Yes.
Is it a famous fill-in?
The more you know.
Happy birthday.
That's Marilyn Monroe. That's fantastic. That's Marilyn Monroe.
Love it.
I wish she was here right now.
In her little white dress.
I don't care what kind
And it
of
says Mr. President, but you know.
Mommy,
Well,
El Presidente.
El Presidente, close
Yeah.
enough.
That's fantastic.
His Royness.
To you.
That is fantastic.
Beautiful.
Marilyn Monroe, everybody. Yay!
Yay.
Thanks, Marilyn. We'll see you next week.
I'll see you later tonight. Threesome at the house.
All right, well, you got one more.
Oh, you guys really should
You
have
have to
done
stand
this
it up.
together, right? I'm
know.
just a guy. That's all I am.
You're just a
Nothing
guy.
special.
Standing in front of another guy.
I'm just a dude playing another dude, playing another dude.
Well, I know what we're drinking tonight.
Yes, sir. Drink of the week.
Angel's Envy. My favorite, my all-time personal favorite, Angel's Envy. Yay!
I know we've done it before, but I couldn't pass it up.
That's fantastic. I love that. I love you guys. Thank
Oh,
you.
we love you too,
Yeah.
buddy.
Thank you
You're
from the
welcome.
bottom of my
40-year-old.
40-year-old heart is probably fixing to go into palpitations. 'Cause I love this shit.
Don't do that.
I feel like smoking on the air, actually. Can I do that?
No,
No. Damn.
I wish.
It's my
It's
birthday.
I know, right?
I think it's a Facebook policy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, that is
yeah,
true. I never even thought about that.
But it's not a YouTube thing, is it?
Oh, I don't know.
So the YouTube people could see me smoke.
We just get taken off air.
And not
Yeah.
sad being is I'm gonna have to open this because I know
Yes,
you
we
jokers don't carry pocket knives and whatnot. I got a special one today. So this
Oh,
one right here
look at that one.
is an Uncle Henry that a gentleman, and I do not remember the gentleman's name because it's been so long ago, gave my dad the day that I was born. And it actually has my initials in it.
Ooh,
So this knife is 40 years old, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
like them old knives. I don't think enough people carry those
It's
anymore.
badass, dude. I rock shit out of it. Uncle Henry from time to time. Make sure I don't cut my finger. 'Cause
Yeah, don't do that.
blood thinners would suck. I'd bleed everywhere. You can hear a bunch of background noise. I'm gonna undress this bottle.
I see that.
Take my time with it too. Yes, sir.
Yes, sirree.
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
Tico.
Man, oh man.
Drop it in a box. Fit it, stick to my shirt first.
Yeah.
So I know y'all are dying to hear me do the smoke of the week, which I actually have one. I'm fixing to pull it out just as soon as I cut that. I'll let you do the honors.
All right, well, we'll do it. Let's do the
While
smoke
I
of the
go
week.
For the smoke of the week.
Smoke
Smoke of the week is going to be a Perdomo Lot 22 by Nick Perdomo himself. This is a all Nicaraguan everywhere. It's a 7x50, which, as you know from previous conversations we had, anything over 6 inches is considered a Churchill. So this is a Churchill in honor of Winston Churchill.
Very nice.
It's a good smoke. It's a medium, number 3 on the Cigar International Royal Gravis scale.
That's what she
It
said.
comes from a Connecticut seed leaf, which I had to do a little research on a Connecticut seed leaf. So it is a variation of a Connecticut broadleaf, but it's not a broadleaf.
Oh.
It's just a regular tobacco leaf that's Connecticut. But these particular leaves, they get from the 5th or 6th priming, which a priming, for those of you who don't know, when they start growing them, you grow them and then you harvest them. That's a priming. So you can do, because they
Multiple,
smoke so
right.
many, because you make so many cigars, you have to do multiple primings. So this is from the 5th or 6th priming.
Pretty
So
cool.
good smoke. I liked it. It was real light, real mellow. I think you could literally pair it with anything. So all in all, it was good smoke. I enjoyed it. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to enjoy some of these too, especially that one because I've never had it. And it looks like it's got a football on it with a crown. How quaint.
I really wanted to find the, because you talk about it all the time, the Magic Toast.
Magic Toast, yeah.
I couldn't find it,
The Magic Toast is hard to find.
but I came across that, and I thought it was pretty cool that it's a reusable, humidified bag.
Tempest is another one I haven't really had.
And that was the other part of it. I hadn't seen you really talk about those or try those on air.
Consugu's my
Yeah,
jam.
yeah. But so I figured it'd be a
I'm
nice
not gonna
little.
lie though, the one I'm the most excited about is the Pappy Van Winkle.
Yeah,
That's the one I'm the most excited about. So I think that'll be next week's Smoke of the Week. Just a little teaser for you guys.
and I didn't realize how expensive per cigar could get.
Oh yeah, Pappy Van Winkle's bro. That's why I was like, you really didn't have to, because I know about.
Yeah, but I really wanted to.
I know, but I know about how much those darlings run.
The Pappy O'Daniel Flower Album.
No, not Pappy O'Daniel.
What?
Pappy Van Winkle.
You,
I get the movie reference. I understand where you're going with it, but
it's off of Oh Brother Where Art
yeah, it's
Thou.
off our brother.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll pour.
Are you gonna? Can we pop it? Everybody, shh.
Wait for it.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Outstanding.
An angel's kiss.
Brilliant.
Somebody is calling somebody.
It's not me. Oh, it's you.
Oh.
Interesting. Hey, Roy, your car's warranty's out. And I need to talk to you about it.
Our personal warranty is out.
Kiss my.
Sir, we heard you were turning 40. Your warranty's out.
My warranty probably is out.
Sir, we just saw that you're 40 years
Yeah.
old. How are you on life insurance?
I'm actually pretty good on life insurance. I've said this before. If something happens to me, Brandy's a millionaire.
There you go.
Well, my kids are millionaires, but outstanding.
So we've done this
We've done
on
this.
air.
I love this one. This is one of my favorites. Second to 18-year-old Jameson, but I do not expect anybody.
I looked at it.
I know.
I looked at it because they had it.
Yes, they did.
And then I walked away from
You're
it.
like, nope.
So,
So I'm just curious, when you saw it, how much did they have it priced at? Because I'm assuming you went to Longhorn.
no, I did
Did that
not.
go a long way?
I was at work and I meant to do this all last night, but I left work so late as we were
got you.
talking
Yeah,
about.
we did talk about
I
that
did
off
do
air.
it today I just took a quick break and ran over to Specs. Shout out Specs. They've got a great selection of cigars and pretty much anything.
Yeah, they
you
do.
can
Their
look
humidor
for.
is top notch. It's probably one of the best ones I've walked into. Second only to the Cigar Club. of
Well,
South
yeah.
Texas.
I mean, you can't expect. I mean, that's what they're for. It's
yeah, but
cigars.
their humidor is twice the size of our studio.
Is it really?
Oh, it's big.
Pretty impressive.
John's been in it.
Yeah.
You went with me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, John's been in it. It's a big humidor.
But so I walked by and I stopped because I knew where it was at, and I looked, saw the price tag, immediately walked away. $154.99.
That's what I figured it
That's
was.
the markdown VIP specs price or whatever. If you pay cash or whatever, the normal price I think was $169.
That's about
maybe.
right. Yeah, 170.
Yeah, it
That's
was
about
up.
right. 170, 175.
It would be really cool to do.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. We may do it in the near future. I sent Jameson an email.
Oh gosh.
I guarantee you, if you send them an email, you're probably not going to get that bottle.
Probably not.
That would be awesome though.
But
They might send you something.
Shout out Jameson.
Yeah,
if
shout
you
out
want us
Jameson.
in the bottle, we want the 18-year-old.
yes, I did request a bottle.
It's his
okay with it.
birthday, Jameson.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah,
come on.
That's what I told him. I was like, hey, I just turned 40. It's kind of a milestone for me.
Yeah.
I love y'all stuff, so I'm gonna drink it if you
Yeah.
send it. Or just send me a discount coupon with it.
There you go.
I mean, you
for
could
paying-
just send us little sample bottles.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, they can do that too. I might have to reword my email later. Or maybe tomorrow.
All right, so we've done this on air before. We've reviewed it. We know we all love it. I do want to say, the man next to me, the best man at my wedding, it is his 40th birthday. That's a big milestone. And
I didn't think I'd make it to 40, I'll be honest.
I think I said that in the text message. You made it 40 years.
I made it.
Here's to another one, maybe. As the background behind us says that you can't really read, it does say the man, the myth,
Yeah.
the legend, and he lives up to every one of those. He's my best friend. He is an awesome guy. He's a great father and a great husband.
Fantastic, and you're not going to get me crying either. So you
I
might
was
as well
working on it.
Yeah, I knew you were working on it. Cheers to you. Hey, if you want, I've got extra. Oh shit, my back.
That's what happens when you turn 40.
I know, you get old, shit starts breaking.
You stand up and you got to do the
I did that getting out of bed the other day. And I was like, what the-
Can you do that speech one more time?
Do you have 7 cents a day? Look at this
Let me
man.
tell you the sad thing about it is, y'all really trying to test my emotions, and neither one of you knew this. This song was played at my grandmother's funeral.
Oh, dadgummit.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, man.
Sorry.
Come on. Womp womp.
Neither one of y'all knew it. It was
We did
played
not.
at my grandmother's funeral.
Dang.
Rest in peace, Lois Chance.
I really
Fantastic
think
lady.
I really think Sarah McLachlan made a deal with the devil when she put forth that song, because that's
It's a good
like the
song.
number one.
It's
like,
a very beautiful song.
Yeah, the second you hear it, you're just like, oh.
I want to adopt a puppy. You have 8.
It doesn't matter.
I need 9.
Did you hear her?
Come adopt this glass.
Yeah.
We
Join in.
We can't leave you out.
It may
It may help.
get a little bit of lemon and
Okay, here, let's do it on.
You stand over
come on in.
There you go.
Here's DeRoy. Happy birthday.
Hey, fantastic.
It's so good.
Gotta love it.
Yes, you do.
So we got a topic for this week.
Oh, we do? Somewhere in all this?
Somewhere in all this madness, we got a topic. We entitled this one "The Great Outdoors" and stuff because I got excited because I saw we're getting a cold front and I'm fat, so
We are getting a cold front this
cold front
weekend.
this weekend. So we're gonna cover a couple of our favorite outdoor activities, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and start if that's cool with you. So
bet.
the first one I put was like camping.
Yes.
Because I mean, I like to do camping when I get a chance. I'm actually gonna try and see if I can finagle my 8-year-old into a minor camping trip.
You
but
think
it's
you'll
gonna-
go for that?
Well, it's gonna be in our backyard. So
Oh, okay. That's a
There
good
you
start.
go.
That's a
Oh,
we're
good
gonna start small.
There you go.
We're gonna start small, but I mean, the good thing about camping is you got a lot of stuff to play with.
Yes, you
Cool
do.
stuff to play with. I usually go through what I call a gear and function check anytime I leave the house. So this is going to be the boring part of the show. Not really, but I mean, with tents, you got to get your tents. Tents are always good. A bathtub floor and tent is always a good thing too, because you will not get
Bathtub floor?
Yeah. So Do you know what a bathtub floor is?
I don't.
So I'll
Well, I
tell you
mean,
what.
I know what a bathtub and a floor.
So
in
on the
that.
bottom of the tent, you ever notice that big black band that goes like all the way around
Mm-hmm.
the bottom of it, and the fact that the floor is mostly black?
Yeah.
That is because that part of the tent is guaranteed to be waterproof.
Oh, okay.
That's why they call it a bathtub floor, because
Okay.
you won't get wet in it.
So you're a tent camper.
Yeah, I've done the tent camping thing before. I've done the RV camper trailer type camping before. I prefer a tent.
Okay. Because I've got that on my list too as one of my outdoor activities. We used to do it a lot whenever I was younger. I'm more of the RV or cabin, and you can call it camping, you can call it glamping. I don't care what you call it. I enjoy just being the outdoors of it,
Right.
all of that,
Hold on.
things you can't do.
I have some breaking news. Roy, this is going to make you happy on your 40th birthday.
Okay.
So, do you know that Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes, right? They're coming out with it in ice cream form.
What?
Really?
Yes. I'm going to slide. Oh, you can't see it,
I
but
don't know how I feel about that. As a former ice cream guy with Nestle for 13 years, I don't know how I feel about that. Because I've seen some weird ass ice cream over the years. I've seen Twinkie. I've seen Snowball. I've seen 3 different variations of Elvis Presley. I got a bad echo. Why I got a bad echo?
I don't know. Let me,
Apparently we have a bad echo. Check the volume on it. Maybe I'm too loud.
Yeah.
I turned it down a little bit.
Okay, maybe turn
We
it
got that
down.
reverb on.
Got that reverb.
Whoa.
No.
Or it may just be when we're hitting stuff on the table. 'Cause I know there's-
Yeah, we did do that.
Yeah, I know that's a bad one, but we'll work on that. Thank you to my little brother.
Yep. Our apologies if
Who
we don't
called,
sound great.
who called me so early this morning for his usual time. He normally doesn't call me till the afternoon, but he called this morning early.
He wanted to be the first.
He was barely.
Barely?
Yeah, barely. One of my, as quote unquote, she likes to refer to herself as my employee, Miss Christy Brown,
Oh, yeah.
sent me a text message slightly before red.
Jeez.
So
At what time? Because, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, you get to the truck before I do.
Yeah.
6:57 was Christy's text
Oh,
message.
okay.
So
Dang, before 7.
o'clock.
That's pretty impressive, though.
And then my brother's was, what time was his? 7:05.
Wow.
So they were both right within like 10 minutes of each other. So fantastic job. My wife called me on her way to drop the kids off. Kids kind of did a happy birthday thing in the car. It was kind of cool. And then my phone would not stop. ever
Oh, I'm
since.
sure. Just blowing
I
up.
said it. I can't remember what time.
Yeah, you said it multiple times because you talked to
Yeah.
me today and you said it, and then you posted a picture of.
Oh,
That's on the-
That was us last year at Christmas.
I know that was us on the
Yeah.
Christmas in the Big Thicket float that we had.
Yeah.
So it was good. I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple times I got a little choked up throughout the day. People calling me and stuff, but
that's what it's all about, man.
it is what it's all about. Y'all try to mess with my emotions,
That's right.
and I look at
We're
y'all
all
and say,
about
not,
it.
I look at y'all and say, not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan.
Not
That's
happening.
it.
So yeah, so we're back. I got my
All right.
big screen up. Cool.
So, camping.
Yeah. So we
I
talked
think
about.
it's about the idea of getting out away from everything.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm more. You know me, Weller. that's a good whiskey, by the way. Too.
Yeah.
That'd be a Weller.
I was gonna say we can have some Weller.
But he knows me better than most. I'm more of a function over substance type guy, so that's why I go more of the functional aspect of a lot of what we do.
Yes, sir.
As I tell him all the time, I'm eventually going to put on a shirt. I'm here to do functional shit.
That's it.
So you can trademark that if you want to. But I mean, just check your gear when you go. Have a good time. Make sure you've got everything you need, because I can tell you right now, I've been in some places where I wish I'd have had something and I didn't have it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think the other part of that is
Especially when you're like land camping, as I call it, like in a tent, like
You're right.
not in like a camper or cabin or something.
And
like
I'm
that.
all about, especially when you're doing something like camping, obviously bring your phone for safety reasons, but that's the time to put your phone away.
You know, my wife
Enjoy where
actually
you're
gives
at.
me crap because I take a firearm with me everywhere I go.
Well, I don't understand that.
I don't either.
I mean, what if a bear comes up on you?
Like a buddy of mine went camping on Village
Could've been a
Creek.
bear.
Could've been a bear.
Literally, we kayaked down probably about halfway down Village Creek between Baby Galvez and 96, and found the sandbar. Ronnie was with me, and we're sitting there going. I'm pulling out all my gear and stuff. I pull out my handgun, and Ronnie's like, "What the hell you
What are you doing?
I'm like, "Hell you mean? What am I doing?" And then I pull out my pack down 22, and he's like, "Really? You brought 2 guns on this trip?" I was
Not
like,
just one, but 2.
"Hey, I need a rifle. I need something for close."
Okay.
You shoot the bear in the face, then you shoot him in the hand.
Yes.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Why the hand?
I don't know.
Because then he can't swing at you. Or the arm.
Hit the want for yourself.
I don't even know where it is.
Me neither.
You just found it. Good job.
That was the one.
But I mean, yeah, just make sure you got everything you need. That's the main thing. Make sure you have a good time.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy
That's
it.
the biggest thing.
Yeah, especially if you're camping with your kids and stuff. Obviously you don't want to leave a loaded gun lying around.
Oh, no.
But I mean, if you're camping with your buddies,
And I think go kind of a little bit on the, I guess, the dad side of it or the parent side of it. go be prepared, because I remember whenever I went camping as a kid with my mom, we went, I guess, closer to the winter time, and where we were staying, it was freezing, and I just remember laying in the camper, freezing, shivering, and my mom came over because she could hear me, and she was like, "Hey, cover your head and cover your feet, because you lose like 75% of your body heat from both of those areas,
Yes, you do.
and that'll keep you warm as we get,
It's a shame
through
you and
this."
I didn't know each other back then, because I'd let you borrow my mummy bag.
A mummy bag?
I have a military issued mummy bag at the house.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
You
or
can literally the
claustrophobic?
only thing you can see is your face in it.
Man, that's weird.
Oh, but it's super. They made fun of me. So when I worked for Fesco, I went to a job in George West, which is kind of south of San Antonio, and it was cold. Like there was icicles hanging off the rig and stuff.
That's
It was
cold. That's cold.
And I was sitting in the truck, and we were all kind of on standby because it was so cold, and the icicles were falling off and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and it was a hazard. I mean, you get hit in the hard hat with
Oh,
icicle,
yeah.
it's gonna
We're
hurt.
screwed.
But I had my mummy bag on, and all the other guys I was with were freezing. They're like, "How are you not cold?"
What are you
And I
doing?
literally took the mummy bag off, and I said, "Here, get in it." And this guy was like, "What do you mean get in it?" I was like, "Put your feet in, pull it up over your shoulders, and then zip it up." He did that within 4 minutes. He was
Sweating.
like, sweating. He's like, "I don't see how you do this."
Yeah.
man." I was like, "This thing is legit."
Yeah.
And you can pick one of those up at just about any GI surplus store. So
I don't know many people that shop at GI surplus stores.
I've done it a time or two.
I've been in it.
I've done it.
I don't know if I've ever bought anything from it
I
though.
bought a mummy bag.
Is the one on College
Oh
Street
God,
still
I
open?
don't-
Isn't there? It was on College Street, wasn't it?
I'll let you know tomorrow because I think.
Are you going that
I
way?
think I'm actually that way tomorrow.
Go that way and go by and look. I'd like to know.
I'll have to look.
That's the one I remember going to.
GI surplus on college.
It's it. Shit.
But yeah, now that we've got our camping and whatnot
Yeah.
kinda
What else you
set
got?
up, man, just the other outdoor activity I like to do. I like to go hunting and fishing. I mean, that kind of goes back to the same thing with camping.
Yeah.
Make sure your stuff works. Make sure if you have a boat, make sure your boat works.
That's very important.
Very important one.
Make sure your boat works.
Knock on wood that
Yes.
has not happened to me yet since I bought my boat, but
And if your boat doesn't work, I know who you should go see.
Me too.
I should go see the good folks at Texas Marine in Beaumont,
That's right.
Texas.
#1 boat dealer in the United States.
Really?
I don't know. It sounds good. I claimed it on here. It's ours now.
It does sound good. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we span from Texas all the way over to the Atlantic Ocean. So,
I got
Yeah.
I got birthday shout out.
hey, birthday shout outs.
Ryan McGee is watching us from somewhere in an
Ryan,
Yeah.
state.
what is going on, man? Your trip looks awesome.
Oh my God, does
I hope you're having a great time. I do want to eventually try the whiskey that you made. Did you see?
I
that
did
he
see
made?
it, yeah.
Yeah. That looks pretty fun.
That's the one where we went to what 30 bourbons was it or whatever it was?
I have to say what it was called, but it was something along those lines.
Right.
39 West or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Something
And
like
then,
that.
of
But it was
course-
pretty cool.
And of course, my mom.
Hey, Mom.
Who's told me for the third time today, happy birthday.
Of course, she's your
So-
mom. She's got to.
Yeah, it's kind of in her contract.
Yeah.
So,
So,
I want to bring up something real quick.
Okay.
So, obviously, and we're still in October, obviously, and I know that this is
Oak season?
Halloween season, hunting
Halloween
season,
season.
stuff like that. But I want to go ahead and get this out there, and I want to see what y'all think about it. So, there's this thing called Movember. I don't know if you've ever seen it before.
yes.
we call it No Shave November.
I
Right.
participate
Do
every
you
year.
participate?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what it's about. So this year, and I never knew this, but you can actually donate for most of it. Like you can, when it originally started, it was for prostate
For prostate cancer,
right?
correct.
Well, now they have different categories.
Oh,
so
really?
one of them is actually for men's health and suicide prevention.
Oh, that's kind of
Since
cool. I
we
like that
talked
one.
about it on the show
Man,
before,
let's do that one.
I say I just signed us up HCT Media page. I think all the guys in this group, we get together, take a picture, put it on here, throw it out there, see who'll donate.
I'm in.
Sound good?
Sound good.
Awesome.
I've got another.
Can I wear a Speedo?
Okay, whoa.
No.
Checking.
How would you, since this got brought up, I know we're getting off the rails here. How would you feel about doing a kind of a de facto sober November, and instead of spending $30 a bottle, we donate what we would spend on a bottle that week to this cause?
That's cool.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
Because typically the way I do it is I stop buying any shaving products, basically,
Right.
and I donate what I would spend to prostate cancer or whatever, because there's actually a Movember website. There's,
Right. Yeah,
there's quite
that's
a
what I'm
few
on
of
right
them.
now.
So I try to donate a little bit, and it's never much, but I do.
Yeah.
I do like the idea behind it. So if you're down, I'd be down. All right. So that's what we're gonna do. And what was the cause that we're doing?
Mental health and suicide prevention for men.
I like that one. I
Nice.
think that's a good one. I'm in.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sweet. So I've got the reason I don't hunt, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I was, I don't know, yay little, which isn't very much more little than I already am.
Especially in your shoe size.
Yeah. My dad took me hunting, and the only thing I remember, because there's still a picture of it somewhere to this day, is me falling asleep in the deer stand, and that was it.
Nice.
I don't remember him shooting. I don't remember seeing nothing. I don't remember not nothing. He woke me up. We went out, got dressed, and then I fell asleep.
I think you just went with the wrong person.
You think?
I think so.
Okay.
I hear I'm quite
And
fun.
plus, I was this big. It's not. It wasn't in my interest.
I think that's what
at
we
that
should.
time.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we should try to do that one weekend.
What?
The three of us should try to go hunt together.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I'm not against
To
it.
the right.
I'm kind of like you. So
I mean,
Obviously-
I mean, if y'all want, I'm not gonna force you.
yeah, I mean,
into doing anything.
so obviously, you know a lot about me. You know that I enjoy more of the city type things.
With his delicate throat.
One of the things is that people don't know that I do know how to field dress a deer. I know how
Do
to.
you?
He
Yes.
really does.
I know how. I mean, I grew up in that lifestyle. You know, I rode
Well, you're one step
four-wheelers
ahead of
and-
me.
I need some.
Like-
I need some pork chops and bacon, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you one bit. We don't
yeah.
even have to hunt deer because I hear it's open season on hog in Texas.
Absolutely. But I just, it's not that I don't enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy being out in the outdoors. One of the things that it brings you is clarity.
Yes. Big
Because
time.
it's so quiet. But it's just not, it's so hectic. You know, you just don't have time for it.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, I mean, you look at all of our. That's one thing that's kind of, and that's one of the themes I noticed on my list is being a parent, growing up, having all of these things. It really changes everything you do
Right.
because it does. It gets hectic. But a hunting trip, even if I just went to hang out and camp
Yeah.
and have a good time, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down too, especially if I got cigars.
Like when I'm,
Is that a good smelling?
and it doesn't necessarily have to be like, for example, there's been times where, and I love doing this. You and your buddies go out, you rent a beach cabin, you go out to the beach and you just chill, and it's just, you know, you get out there on the beach and just at nighttime and it's great, you know, like,
Yeah, but I can't put meat in my freezer.
I was gonna
that
say
way.
we
You
can
can
put
put
meat
fish.
and we can shoot things. Even if we don't see a deer, we can still shoot things.
We can shoot the gun and yell, yee yee.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a Keith Toller reference.
yeah.
I had to bring
Old
that in
Keith
there.
Stone.
Shout out
But-
to Keith.
Anyways,
All
yeah.
right, yeah.
All right.
Uh,
So we covered the somewhat hunting part. I mean, just, and the main thing, I'll tell you this from experience too, make sure you have some way to get your way back to where you started.
Yes.
yes.
'Cause that happened to me one time, and I'm not going to lie, it's a damn good thing I know how to read a compass.
And I will tell you this too. If you do decide to go hunting, make sure you have a way, if you kill something, to transport that item.
Yes.
Throw it over your shoulder.
Oh,
Because-
negative Ghost Rider.
I'm going to tell you right now.
It was a joke.
Well, that's what we're going to use you for. You're
Yeah.
going to be the pack mule.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to make him carry it. He
Okay.
don't know.
Shit.
But yeah.
I'm not stupid.
No, I know you're not stupid. You're not stupid, buddy. You're just special.
Yeah, well, that's what my mama said too.
My mom always said about the malted chocolates. Jesus Christ. So yeah, we're like I said, just main thing is to be careful when you're out and about. That's my main. If you don't take anything else from this portion of the show, be careful, be prepared, be functional. I can't say that enough. There's times
Don't go fishing without your rod and reel.
don't go fishing without your fishing license either.
Yes.
Because the game warden does
Lone
not play-
Star Law is
they do
out
not
there.
play around with stuff like that. And if you notice they have a body cam, do not ask them if you're being recorded for the show because they frown on that shit from experience. It's that 40 years.
Where's the waiver? I need to sign the waiver. I want to be on TV.
Yeah, fantastic. So you got any other? I know we covered my outdoor stuff that I like to do, but I mean, I know you're kind of
And I mean,
a chill kind of guy.
Yeah.
For the most part.
for the most part, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's obviously, I used to go fishing all the time with my grandpa. Fishing is always fun. I'm always down. A couple other things that I wrote down. One of the things I've always enjoyed is riding a bike with Braylee. We don't do it a lot anymore. You know, she's getting into those preteen years.
Oh yeah.
That's always a good time though. Any sporting event outdoors, doesn't really matter what it is. Even if you go to a high school game or just sporting events, period, are always a great time outside. Tailgating, all that good stuff.
They are that, sir. There's nothing like Friday nights and Friday night football and cool nights.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. And used to golf all the time, and I really enjoy golf. I guess you could lump that in with sporting events.
I feel like I need to get a country club membership so we can go golf.
We should do
I have
that.
to look into that.
And of course, grilling. I mean, you always
Oh yeah, we always
being outside. We always do that. I mean, that's kind of
always-
one of our staples is hanging out on the back porch, grilling something. What in the world?
Is that from outside?
That was from outside.
Oh,
I could hear it. I thought it was.
I thought it was
I could hear it from-
yeah. Let's say sporting event, NASCAR. I guess that goes together.
Oh, look at a left
A
turn.
left turn.
And another left turn.
Come back and 3 hours later, it's the same damn thing. Another left turn.
I just don't get it, man. I don't get people's fascination with NASCAR.
I like it.
Bucky likes NASCAR.
I think it's as I'm getting older too, because I watched it. I watched my dad watch NASCAR.
Yeah.
Whenever I was in high school,
Oh, so you're
and
second generation, really.
yeah. So now, as I've gotten older, over the past year, especially with whenever COVID hit, and we were all shut down and couldn't do nothing.
Yes.
That's when because there was no other sports
Yeah.
for the most part, and NASCAR was on every Sunday, and I was like, okay, okay. So I got kind of into the whole strategy side of it. And I get it. It's a left turn, and then it's
Right.
another left turn, and then they're going 100, and you're sticking your finger in a.
It's calling me.
If you're not first, you're last.
That's right. If you ain't first, you're last. I just want to go fast.
The Jackhawk 9000.
Who made the cake?
Now available at Walmart. Tiffany.
It's good stuff. The icing's spot on.
Oh,
Look at you hitting shit.
I ain't even drunk.
I know, right?
Oh shit. Well, hey, so we hadn't asked old Juan Canica, what are some of your outdoor
Yeah, I know, I
activities?
feel like we skipped
kind of been going back and forth, and we just kind of skipped
I
you.
feel like we skipped you.
It's okay. It happens.
Yeah, we forgot about
But
you.
it shouldn't. It
We
should.
forgot about Dre.
So,
Well, Eminem.
yes, one of my favorites by.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Let's see. What are some of my favorite outdoors? So, obviously,
I know what my favorite outdoor activity this weekend's gonna be.
Smoking a cigar.
Smoking these cigars.
I like.
Especially this Kintsugi.
Big butts, and I cannot lie.
I do like golf.
Do you?
Yes, I
Did
don't
not
get
know
to.
that about you.
I don't get to play often.
We need to go to
but,
Top Golf one weekend.
Yes.
You ever been to Top Golf?
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be a blasty.
Brandy actually liked Top Golf.
Did
I
she?
do. I like. It's kind of weird. So
I'm in love with Mary Jane.
Whoa.
I'm gonna be kind of weird here, but one of my favorite things to do, actually, and my wife knows this, but when I am in like serene thought, like if I'm trying to figure something out with my life, I will go to one of our fine, beautiful parks, Knuppel Park in Silsbee,
Yeah.
and I will just sit on the bench and sit there.
Really?
Yes,
Or,
like
if you're doing a live show in Galveston,
Galveston.
he wants to go meditate on the beach.
yes,
I did not. See, that was one thing I did not know about you.
Yes,
Was that you meditate that way?
I feel like there's a Point Break reference somewhere in there. that
I'm really.
missing.
I'm sure there is.
So I believe that meditation is the key to a successful life, and if we're not constantly trying to build ourselves, then we're not doing ourselves justice. So, and I figure those things out, and I figure my life out by getting away from everything in a serene place and focusing on me.
Do you find that more outdoors or indoors somewhere?
More than, in fact, I'll say 99% of the time it's outdoors.
So you're not studying the Urban Meyer School of Meditation?
Hey.
No,
checking.
no.
See, we say we like 2 fingers of whiskey. He likes
Yeah.
2 fingers other.
Two
Yeah.
fingers in the bum hole.
But he does have a whiskey bar.
He does have a
Yeah.
whiskey bar.
So he was just taking that concept and applying it other places lower on the body.
south of the border.
Yeah.
I also like reading outside, unless you're in like a really public place. Then it's annoying.
Then it's difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, because people will come up to you and they're like, "Hey," I'm like, "What's up?
What you reading?
What you reading?"
I hate
Like-
when people do that.
Dude.
You-
Or
if
why,
you see
why are
that
you
I'm
reading? Why are
number
you?
one, leave
why
me
are
the
you
hell
reading?
alone. Number
Yeah.
two, don't ask me what I'm reading. If
Who
I want
reads?
you to know, I'd be like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm reading this book.
Hey, sir, you know they made that a movie?
You know what I do when they do that, right?
Find books that they do not make into movies.
You know what I do when they do that, right? So when I'm reading outside or something, I always have my thumb in the index of where I'm reading.
Right.
So I'm looking at it upwards, right? And so when they do that, I do the douche move where I just close the book and point it toward them, and then I open it back up really fast. Don't even acknowledge what they said. Just, this is what I'm reading.
Yeah.
Can
this
you read
is
the
it.
title?
Gotta go.
Okay.
All right, leave me alone.
But yeah, I'm a lot more mean in person. People don't seem to realize that.
We still love you, buddy.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. What do you think? Have you ever had one?
I have never had a Pappy Van Winkle.
I'm curious.
I am too. That's why I asked if I could smoke it in the studio. And John's like, no.
No. No.
I mean, who's gonna tell?
It's on.
The camera.
We're literally being recorded.
No. It's only illegal if you get caught.
You will get caught.
You're literally being caught on camera.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's one
So
of
do
those.
we have any more? So one thing I want to let me ask you this.
Okay.
You've talked a lot about all of our outdoor activities, and a lot of what you've brought up is being prepared, being functional, being having the proper gear.
Can
Do you have?
I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I'm a closet prepper.
Oh man, you're one of those.
Yeah, I got like different.
We've made it this long, buddy. Hey, it was a good run.
I know,
We
right?
had a good run.
I'm not like a hardcore prepper though, but I do believe in a certain realm of like I've got literally like 6-8 books on nothing but like wilderness survival. So I mean that's
Well, I mean, at least I know where I'm going if anything goes down.
Yeah.
shit goes south.
Absolutely.
Like you got to have that guy, right?
I feel there needs to be one in every group, and I feel I'm that one.
I'm down. I mean, we all bring something to the table, and
Yeah.
John's kind of the philosopher of the group. You're just
hey, I'm down. I'll
down for whatever.
I'll make it work. I'll figure it out.
Follow me. I'll show you the way.
Yeah,
That guy.
that guy.
no. I'm the guy that says I'm the captain.
I am the
I'm
captain
the
now.
captain now.
Such a great movie.
It really is. It's a very underrated
Phillips
movie. I
is
feel
an
it doesn't get
amazing
enough
movie.
love.
But if we ever get bored out there, whenever things go down, we can have Mr. Delicate Throat entertain us because we won't have
Yeah.
TV.
It's very true.
Yeah.
It's our own little personal concert.
That's what I told somebody one day. They were like, well, what happens if the world ends and we're all in like our little sections and stuff? And they were like, well, John would be like the philosopher / actor and stuff, and he would tell everybody how to behave and conduct their moral, and I was like, dude, if that's the truth, pardon my French, but we're fucked.
Yeah, we're
And not to shout out to your co-host. I feel like David's another one that's right on the same realm as where I'm.
Oh, yeah.
You think you think so?
Yeah.
David's going to be guarding the gate. Like,
You know who else we would need in our group? We brought him up earlier, Ryan.
Yes.
Yeah.
That dude he could make things out of metal.
Yeah.
He's got it in his house.
His forge.
He has a forge.
I can fashion warm tools.
I like it. I like it. Good stuff.
We have gone way
Yeah.
all
off the rails.
over.
We have
Well, it's kind of like, it's a birthday night. We're having fun.
We are. We're having a
it's
good
a good
time.
night.
the top
That's
of
what,
the place.
and that's what I
Yeah.
told Roy was, hey, it's your birthday. We're doing whatever you want to talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, but I feel we need to get back to more structure. People are gonna think I'm nuts.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, a little peek inside of his brain.
No.
But what I was trying to say, so
a dark place
EDC
sometimes,
is a big part of what you talk about a lot of times. And I know we were talking a little bit before the show. You were kind of wanting to introduce maybe a new segment
yeah,
into
do
the
have my new
show,
segment.
and I think it transfers really well into what we're talking about as far as being outdoors. You're talking about being functionally prepared.
absolutely.
So why don't you kind of give us a little insight on what you're thinking, where you went with this, and
So I literally come up with this thing called the EDC 3 picks. Okay. And what it is, I took kind of the way I operate my daily life, and I said, okay, what are the 3 things I constantly have on me? So the 3 things I constantly have on me, and granted, I'm not talking about your wallet and
Right,
watch.
that's
I'm talking about
everybody.
actual stuff that you
Carry.
use, not
Yeah.
just carry, but use
Well,
as
yeah.
well. So for me, it was I picked 1 pocket knife, one box cutter, and one pen. Okay.
Okay.
And I did research on them and all that stuff.
Pen, you mean like
I feel
pen?
like ink pen, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Like ink pen. Because I know you're kind of in the same boat I am. You
I am.
sign
I always
stuff.
have one.
Yeah. So for me, the knife that I picked this week, and I have not purchased one yet. I'm in the process of purchasing it right now. It is a K-Bar Mark 98. And for those of you who don't know about K-Bar makes the fighting knives for the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Like the big Marine Corps, the big, huge
Yeah.
Rambo-looking knife. Yeah. And it's got a blood groove in it. This particular one it's 8
You say it
inches
has a
overall.
blood groove?
It does. It has a blood groove.
That way you don't get blood on your hand?
No, you know
or-
what the sole purpose of blood groove is, don't you?
No, that's why I'm
So
asking.
when you stick something, the air goes in that groove and it makes it easier to pull your blade out.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't just stay it still. Like if you get a straight blade, it's going to stay
Right.
and then it's going to stick because of the blood.
Due to the
and
pressure and
all the pressure
yeah.
and stuff like that. But you got that blood groove to kind
Right.
of pull it out.
Okay, that
So-
makes sense.
So for me, the first one was, like I said, the K-Bar Mark 98. It is a 5 CR15 steel blade. Blade's 3.5 inches. Has a blood groove. It's got a G10 handle. It's actually a black and brown wood grain look G10 handle, the one I'm looking at. Very nice. Black blade, all anodized. And it comes in less than $25
Damn.
for you to carry around with you. So,
That's
like
a
I
good
said,
one.
for
Man.
me, like everybody thinks, oh, you got to have these expensive knives like the zero tolerances. And I'm sorry, I'm not paying
No.
$200 plus for a pocket knife.
And I think we've said it quite a bit. I mean, balling on a budget, that's what we're all about.
That's usually the way I operate.
And you can find good quality stuff.
You really can, like this
Like
one.
that K-Bar
And
knife.
you
I know
literally
what you're
looked it up
talking
on.
about.
Are you looking it up right now?
What? The K-Bar? Yeah.
The K-Bar Mark 98.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, definitely.
So I mean, it's a pretty good one to have. It's real functional. It got a front flipper. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little hot.
Whoa, look at that.
I know, I was getting a little hot.
That's that good lettuce.
But yeah, I mean, it's got a front flipper. It's real easy to open. You can operate it one-handed. It literally on Amazon right now, you can get it for $21.78
Dadgum.
right now.
Yeah.
And if you're Prime, you get free shipping.
Ooh.
You gotta love that Prime stuff.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
So the next thing on my EDC3 pick, I gotta change the name of that. That's confusing as all shit. But
That's pretty.
was the Tower Back utility knife. Okay, and literally what this is, it's literally about 3 inches. Okay, but you can put like actual, I guess box cutter blades in it. I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can change them out.
Yeah.
So if your blade gets dull, you just get a new blade instead of trying to sharpen it. Because I know with some people, sharpening a knife is
Pain in the ass.
it's an art.
It is.
It's literally an art. But I mean, this one, it comes the whole setup. The frame is 420 stainless. You can get it in different colors. They make it in black, blue, gold, whatever tickles your fancy. It comes with 6 SK5 blades already in the box, so you get the actual handle and 6 blades to go with it
Pretty good.
for $9.99 on
Shut the
Amazon.
front door.
Dead serious.
Dude, I've got a snap-on one, utility knife
Yeah.
that flips open that I bought for work because I do a lot of stuff at work with it.
Screw Pop makes a good one too, but theirs is a little more than $9.99.
$60.
Yeah, no.
But anybody that knows anything about Snap-on
Pay it
Matco,
for the brand.
holy mackerel! I joke with my techs all the time. You can't walk on that truck and not spend a dime. I promise.
Nope.
Yeah.
Every time they walk on the truck, they walk off with something else. Man, my Snap-on bill went up again. Yeah, I know, because you bought something.
Yeah, you bought something. Good job.
But yeah, I love mine. But I mean, if I can get one for $10 that I could use that often,
You're gonna love my next one. You're
Oh,
gonna love my
yeah.
next one. I know you're a pin guy, okay?
yes, I am.
So Smoother Pro bolt action.
Smoother Pro
Yeah.
bolt action.
Bolt action pin. This is literally it's a bolt action. It's got a little bolt right here. You flip it.
That's what I was thinking.
I'll do you one better than that. The entire body of it is tungsten.
Really?
Yeah.
It's an entire
That's hardcore.
Entire tungsten body. It's got a glass.
But you know what would happen the second I buy this $100 pen that you're talking about? I'm gonna lose it.
Let me tell you the sad thing about it is, it's not $100. Literally, so this is a 5.5 inch pin, okay, from tip
Okay.
to tip. It has a tungsten glass break in the end of it, next to the bolt. Mm-hmm. So if you get in a bind in your vehicle, you can bust
Right.
the glass out and get out of your vehicle.
Which is always handy to have, by the way.
Yeah, like I said, full tungsten body from tip to tail, everything. $13.99
Dadgummit.
on Amazon.
And you can find some deals.
Amazon's gonna love me by the time
I
it's
know
all
it.
over.
Amazon, shout out if you want to sponsor
I
us.
need a sponsorship
Yeah.
from Amazon.
Functionyourway@gmail.com.
And like I said, I'm
Come on, Amazon. You know y'all got the money.
I think for next week, what
It's
I'm
the
gonna
little
do,
guys.
like for next week, I think I'm gonna order something or
Yeah?
a couple of somethings
Kind of show them off a little
and
bit.
actually have them because right
Okay.
now I don't really have them. Of course, our TV's kind of
Yeah, so we.
on the Brits at the moment, so we're having
Yeah.
phones.
Thanks,
I
producer.
don't blame the
Yeah.
producer. I'm sure it was something that was out of his control that happened.
I saw him do it.
I sings it.
I seen it with my own 2 eyes.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, I may cover cigar cutters and stuff too. I got a couple of them.
I was
on
gonna
my
say, you
list.
said in the beginning, you always carry a knife, a cutter, and a pen.
Right
So-
now, I'm carrying the yellow Cuban rounds. It literally cuts up to about probably a
gonna say, what,
55. Well, it cut the end of this one, and this one was a 50.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know
Probably
it cut
50.
at least a 50. I'm not normally a big fan of plastic frame cutters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but this one just happens. It's one I had in the studio.
That's one thing I think we ought to. And if we're going to introduce this new segment, I think that would be one cool thing is if you did a cutter, talking about the different kind of cutters.
I do
Because
have
I
a punch
know.
cutter with me.
Well, and I know we keep bringing them up, but Ryan had one the other night whenever we were over at his house. That was it was like a wedge.
Yeah, that's a tabletop cutter.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it would be kind of cool if we covered a couple different kinds. Obviously, you're really good at finding the different deals, balling on a budget.
I take it. I live by it.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it would be really cool if you could introduce a few new things like that. And
Yeah, I think it's what we're gonna do going forward. Like I said, this is one of those things.
couple different knives.
Yeah, a couple different knives. Maybe some wallets. There's a couple of wallets I'm looking at. I've got a Chums one right now, actually, in my pocket.
Oh, really? Is that what that was? I saw you holding it out there whenever we were talking about your whole driver's license debacle.
yeah, good.
And it looked like a really pretty cool little wallet.
It's a Chums. It's all surf stuff, like the material.
Oh, okay.
Kind of wetsuit.
Yeah.
Or like board shorts, rather.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I can put it in any pocket. Don't even know it's there.
Yeah.
So fantastic. Yeah. So we covered the EDC 3 picks, which
Yes,
I
we
gotta
have.
change the name on that.
Every time you say it, I think about the wrestler EC3,
EC3.
and I'm like,
Have you seen his the YouTube stuff that he does called
I don't like him
something
so.
with the narrative? It's actually pretty good stuff though. His controlling the narrative thing.
Oh
It's actually
yeah.
pretty neat. He did one with the wrestler formerly known as Braun Strowman.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a pretty good one. It showed Braun at a bar crying and drinking. Kind of funny. You have to check it out. It's on
I will.
YouTube.
I'm gonna check it out.
We're also doing we're also starting top 5 list.
We did. We started a top 5 list
Yeah.
this week. Everybody knows it's October. It's Halloween time. Just FYI, I know we're going to shout it out later. Y'all go check out the Halls of Horror right here.
Not
in
just that, check out
downtown
the
Silsbee.
downtown Halloween bash.
Man,
Yeah.
that place is hopping.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I hear they're doing a Sunday night this week.
Are
Yeah.
Are we
Yeah,
doing a
Sunday
Sunday
night.
night?
Going 3, yeah. They're going
Yeah.
3 nights.
I've already promised Brayley that we'd walk through it. I guess it's kind of becoming our little Halloween tradition.
Yeah.
Even though last year, and I know I talked about it on the show, she choked me the entire way through. This year, I look forward to seeing old John in there. And
We're not calling him what his brother's calling him.
So here's the thing about that. Everybody thinks they know who I am, and the thing y'all have no idea.
oh, I'm gonna be on the lookout. I don't.
Yeah, you have to figure out who I am.
I know you've mentioned it
I know
before,
who
but
you
apparently
are.
you've changed.
Well, no, you don't because
You've changed
I'm
since what we
swapping
talked
now.
about. Yeah.
Oh, you're swapping
Yeah.
now. So
That's
you're not
one thing
just
I-
the.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
see, he talked about what he was,
Right.
Yeah.
and then the other night I heard that he's kind of moving around a little
Yeah.
bit. So I'm excited. I know we're gonna go through it. I know he'll probably notice us whenever we come through. And he'll,
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie.
gonna be fun.
I'm not going through it
I
because I
didn't
value
think
you as a friend. Because I punch you in the face.
Oh man. So yeah, top 5 this week.
You want to start? I'll let you start.
What is it?
Top 5 horror movies.
There you go. Somebody
Yeah.
had to introduce it.
I love horror movies.
Yeah.
It's like my jam.
Is it?
Oh,
So
God, yes.
I've gotten away from horror movies and I
Brady
hate
hates
it
it.
because Dana hates it too, and it sucks because I do like horror movies, but I do respect that she doesn't like them.
Right.
So we don't watch them very often. Every now and then I get to squeeze one in.
Let me tell you the sad thing about it is if you wasn't going out of town for your wife's surprise tomorrow,
Yes.
Peacock is streaming the new Halloween movie.
Are they
Yeah.
really?
And I'm
Dad,
gonna watch it.
I might bring my Roku stick. Maybe I can talk her into watching a scary movie in the hotel room.
there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brown chicken, brown cow. I like it.
Oh man! All right, so top 5 horror movies. I've got Friday the 13th.
That's your number 5?
That is my number 5.
Number 5 is Friday the 13th. So I'm gonna critique you a little bit. Which Friday the 13th?
Man, and I kind of took a different approach because I noticed on your list you actually specified. I like the series. Now I don't like when it starts veering off into like the Jason versus Freddy, the Jason in space, and
Yeah, those are
was a little
stupid.
they
weird,
get
too.
kind of weird. But the initial original Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees, that series I just enjoy.
I can live with that. I can live with that one all day long.
Okay, where you at?
My number 5, Scream from 1996. The original
Man.
A numero uno.
So that made my honorable mention list. I do have a couple extras. I made an
I
honorable
like the whole
mention.
series though. So
The whole
I'm
series
kinda
is
like
good.
you with the Friday the 13th thing. I like it just because at the time it was
That's-
one of the first movies
Yes.
that literally went both down the road of a suspense thriller
Right.
and a slasher movie all at the same time.
Right, and Scream for me, I know we're a little bit different in age. That was kind of a coming of age type. You know, I was in my teenage years. That was my first real
That's when you
getting
snuggled up
older.
on the couch
Yeah.
with your hand under
right,
the blanket.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was that true scary movie in my time. Because like Friday the 13th and all the movies we're going to talk about are those original horror movies that you think about.
Plus, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of the director, the guy that directed Scream, Wes Craven.
Oh yes,
Big
yes.
fan
Yeah.
of Wes Craven's
Craven.
work. He does good
He,
work.
he does really good work.
And plus the backdrop, man, that little town they found in California
Yes,
to shoot
it's
that,
so
it's
cool.
kind of very quaint. It reminds
But-
me a lot of
yeah, yeah.
where we live at,
You're
oddly
right. No,
enough.
I agree.
And not just that, so when that movie was in the box offices, you know how much money that movie made?
Oh, I have no idea.
$173 million is how much it grossed.
When did Scream come out?
1996. My freshman year of high school, 1996.
So I was
Yeah, you were young.
middle
When I was a young warthog.
school, maybe. Yeah,
Because you're what, 30? How old are you?
35.
Yeah, so you're 5 years younger. You probably in. Let's see, that was a freshman.
Golly.
You were probably in 4th grade, honestly.
Yeah. So I mean,
Probably
but
like 4th grade.
I mean that's what I remember Scream as, and
Shit.
the idea behind it. God, that does make you old. Holy crap.
Teen drinking is very bad.
That's another aspect that maybe we can explore one day because we do have a bit of an age difference. But whenever you think about it, and we can dive deeper into this later.
Bro,
Whenever you think about it
when
in
I graduated
terms,
high school, my wife was starting.
that's what I'm saying. Whenever you think about it in terms of being a child, it is so weird.
Yeah.
All right, so number 4, and this is one of the ones I'm so sorry, Dadgummit, I did it
Good
again.
brother. I got your back, homie.
You're good. No, I was joking because I told y'all earlier I didn't have them, but I do.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. See, I know
so-
I'm crazy.
All right, my number 5. So I'm the guy who's like really into the scary stuff, obviously. So my number 5 is Nosferatu the Vampire. It's from I believe the 1940s. You've probably seen him before. I don't know if you know what he looks like. He's the bald-headed, pale white vampire.
With the elf ears.
Yes.
I know. Yeah,
Looks
I know what
creepy
it
as
is,
hell.
y'all. Dang, dude.
And I'm going to tell you right now, as the guy, I'm going off of movies that made me freak out.
The funny thing about AMC
Right.
is a series of Nosferatu.
Yes.
It took me
Really?
forever to figure out what that license plate said. Because it
don't-
has it on the license plate. And it's the way they do it, I'm like, what in the...
that?
I'm like, what the actual hell?
Like, I won't even watch that movie anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it freaks me
So that's
out.
your number 5.
That's my number 5.
And that's kind of what I based my list on.
Yeah.
Was movies, whether it was growing up or past that.
Right.
It's because those are the scary movies, and we're elaborating a little bit. Those are the scary movies that mean something. There's the ones that could actually happen, I guess,
Right.
in a sense.
Yeah.
Because there's some, like we all mentioned it, I think last week after the show or previously while we were talking about it. Please don't bring up Jeepers Creepers
Yeah.
or things like that.
And you know,
Yeah.
oddly enough, when I was doing research, you want me to tell you what Rotten Tomatoes has as one of their top 10 horror movies?
Please.
It really?
Alien.
Oh, really?
Oh well, actually, that's on quite
Yeah.
a few lists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, I don't look at that as a horror movie. I look at it as
Well,
science
It's a
fiction.
jump scare movie.
And
Like, comes
I
out of
would-
nowhere.
I would put it in more in science fiction.
Yeah.
I would too.
Which I've got one on my list that I would put in probably 2 different categories. But it does kind of fall into the horror movie category.
Yeah.
So my number 4 is The Conjuring.
Okay.
And that was the one I got Dana to actually watch. She's it wasn't very fun, but she did sit through it,
Yeah.
so I'm proud of her for that. But there's just something about that movie, and it's not like super scary, but it's the idea of it.
Did you get a little?
Whoa, man!
I gotta ask, man.
A gentleman never kisses and tells.
I know, but I mean, it's hard.
But I'm just saying, I've kissed my wife a few times.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Mine for me, my number 4 was Halloween number 2 from the year I was born,
Okay.
1981.
Okay.
The only drawback I have to this particular movie is the fact that it was not the same guy who directed the first Halloween.
Really?
Yes.
Didn't realize
So
that.
just to let y'all know, the first Halloween, which was 1978,
Right.
was done by John Carpenter.
Correct.
Again,
Correct.
another horror movie genius.
Yes.
The second one was done by Rick Rosenthal.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yes, I'll do you one better than that. The second Halloween 2, the budget for it was $2.5 million in 1981.
Right.
That's a lot of money in
It
1981.
box office grossed at $25.5 million.
So they made a good choice by making the movie.
Yes, they did. But that's not the most impressive one, and we'll get to that a little later when I get
Okay.
to my further down the list. But I mean, good movie. It follows the first one
Yeah.
to the T. I mean, it literally where the first one ends, the second one picks up
Right.
at. So I mean, it's a good. In terms of sequels, it's probably one of the best done sequels I think in horror movie history.
I'll agree with that, but I will also say horror movies do the best job with sequels.
Yes, they do.
Because you hear it
Yeah.
all the time, oh, the sequel wasn't as good as the original. But if you go through and you look at horror movies and the series that they make, they're always so much better.
Yeah.
That's true. Of course, I'm not gonna lie.
Which is kind of why I went down the route of these are my horror movies, but it kind of includes like the whole, as a whole.
right, and I mean not just that too. Like for me, the newest Batman trilogy followed really good.
Yeah.
Like when you have Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises,
Right.
those three followed really good. But then again, Batman, we're kind of getting off script a little bit.
All right, Juan.
What was your number 4? I missed
The
you.
Conjuring.
The Conjuring. Oh yeah, that's right.
The Ring. Yes.
You don't remember that? That's the noise.
Yeah, I remember it.
And it wasn't bad until
tell
the
if
little
you had a
girl
big bird.
came out of the TV backwards.
Yeah.
And then I started freaking out.
Man, to me, I guess I don't look at that as scary because I know that's some of that stuff that is on the borderline of
Could
Yeah.
could
that
not.
crap could never happen.
But that scene where she's in the attic and she's
Yeah.
making,
Yeah,
and all you see is her eyes, man, that's some creepy stuff.
Yeah.
it is creepy. All
I
right.
didn't even think about the ring whenever I was making this one. That's a good one. I like that.
So where are we at?
Number 3.
Number 3, The Strangers from 2008.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
on my list of did not see but heard awesome things about.
It's
Yeah.
it's real creepy.
I've got
because
3
you-
lists.
You
by the way.
literally have these 3 assailants, and what it is, it stars Liv Tyler and Scott Speedman.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're a husband and wife. They go off to this cabin for the weekend.
Right.
And these 3 individuals who literally, the way they're dressed, one dude just has a burlap sack on, but the way he positions his head in certain scenes makes it creepy as all hell. The other 2 are a mother and daughter with like the V for Vendetta style mask.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like that. It's a good movie. It had a $9 million budget. It didn't look like to me it had a $9 million budget, but again, it was just really creepy because of the fact that this couple was out in the middle of nowhere in a cabin, and these 3 individuals just showed up and started messing with them.
Yeah, that's another one of those that could actually happen.
Yeah.
But I've heard awesome things about that movie. It is on my list of not seen but heard great things about. Do
Right.
want to watch. Yeah. John?
So,
You did your number 3?
No, I have not. I mean, I can do it. Go ahead, John.
and this is going to sound weird,
This
but
order is confusing me.
it's
I know,
so
we're
number
going
3 is actually a tie. And it's because they both have
we
to
do
do with dolls.
With
Dolls?
Annabelle and Child's Play.
Yes.
Ah.
I hate dolls with a passion.
Sorry, it wasn't a guessing game, but I like
No.
I like.
You're right. Chucky's
Annabelle was
weird.
really good.
Annabelle was a very well put
Annabelle's
together
really good,
movie.
and I like that
and
Annabelle
it's
finds
freaky.
her. She finds her way into so many different movies.
Yes.
She's in The Conjuring. She's in a couple different ones.
Well, you know that those movies are all
Right, they're all
Yeah,
linked, but I
it all
think
has
it's
to
really
do
cool.
with Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah, but I think that's really cool how they kind of
Yeah,
secretly, but you notice it, they tie
Right.
all those things in together. I think that's really cool. But yeah, Annabelle is freaky as shit.
yeah.
And I'll get into
Can't do
Chucky-
dolls.
I'll get into Chucky in a little bit. So my number 3 is, and this is the one that can be in 2 different categories. Saw.
Okay.
Mainly because that movie hit me a little differently because of the idea behind it. Why he's taking these people, what are you doing not so right in your life?
Right.
Could that really happen? Am I living my life the right way? But it's also kind of, and I don't know if I would put it in a horror movie, but I know it's classified as one because it's almost more suspenseful or freaking you the hell out because of what's about to happen to these people. But the whole Saw series, I haven't seen the newest one, Jigsaw, but that whole series it was crazy, man.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to watch the new one because I can't sit here and say that you can take Chris Rock and put him in a serious type.
Oh, is he in the new one?
I kind of
didn't
felt
know
the
that.
same way about Tyler Perry until I watched Alex Cross.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll probably watch it.
Good suspense thriller right there. Alex Cross with Tyler Perry and Matthew Fox.
Yeah.
Look it up. Legit. Number 2.
Number 2.
Man, for me, this one's like a classic. It's a mainstay. Every Halloween season I watch it. The Shining.
Okay, yeah.
That's on my honorable mention list.
I love Jack Nicholson. I love the fact that Stanley Kubrick directed it. He also directed
Yep.
Clockwork Orange, which is
An amazing
an
movie.
amazing movie in a whole different genre. But
Yeah.
and it made a pretty good little bit of money too. It made $47 million in the box office in
Yep.
1980.
1980. 1980,
80?
exactly.
80?
Yes. From the Outlook Hotel in Colorado, where that dude
Yes,
literally
I've
loses
heard
his mind. You
So
know,
many people talk about that hotel,
The
though.
thing that creeps me out the most about it is the twins standing
Yes.
at the end of
Yeah.
the hall when the
Yes.
little kid's on the tricycle.
But that's just one of those awesome classic movies. And I said it earlier, we were going to talk about a lot of original, what you think of horror
Right.
movies.
Yes.
The Shining is just one of those. I mean, it could come on TBS in the middle of July, and you just sit down and you're like,
You're just mesmerized. for
yeah.
3
And he
hours.
does such an awesome job in that role.
I've yet to find him in a role that I don't like him in.
Oh,
I'll be
yeah,
honest,
for
Jack
sure.
Nicholson's like,
Yeah, I mean, he does
He
awesome
does good
work.
work.
But
Absolutely.
just the way he completely flips his personality throughout that movie and just becomes this.
There's another one that does that too. Joaquin Phoenix does that too. I heard. I hadn't seen Joker yet.
Oh, it's amazing.
But I heard Joker is
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either.
Now, I will tell you this though,
Excuse me.
and I'm gonna say this out loud for everybody here. Don't walk into watching the Joker thinking it's going to be
What you think?
like Batman
That's
Joker.
what I've heard.
No, it's supposed to
what
be.
I've
It's
heard.
more of an origin
Yeah.
type story.
Because if you do that, you're going to be sadly disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as the movie itself, it is
But
it
I'm
is
not a big
definitely
DC Comics guy.
going to be a cult classic.
I think so too.
Joaquin Phoenix is just a terrific actor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like-
no, I'm not going to take that away from
yeah.
you. So far, you've named 2 of my
Honorable mention.
honorable mentions: Scream and The Shining. So we're moving on to number 2. I've got Halloween and the whole Halloween series.
Right.
I'm actually pretty excited to see the new one. I think Jamie Lee Curtis does an awesome job in all of them. The idea behind
The Scream Queen.
the Scream Queen.
That's what she's known as.
The idea behind Michael Myers and everything about it. I thought it was pretty funny that we actually talked about that being what's his face's actual face.
Captain. Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
William
Captain
Shatner.
Kirk's William Shatner's
Shatner.
face in the original ones. That's pretty funny to me. But just the whole idea behind it, the whole series, all of the movies are awesome. I just enjoy the Halloween series.
That's your number 2.
Yeah.
That is my number 2.
You did your number 2.
No, I have not.
Okay.
So mine is actually the flop. It is the entire Friday the 13th series.
Oh,
But let me tell you this.
I thought he meant the flop was his.
I thought we were playing Texas Hold'em for a second.
No.
I heard the flop. I'm waiting
was like,
for
what is that one
where's the
about?
turn?
Where's the
Like-
flop? What is
River.
Like
what
the
is
opposite.
the flop?
But let me tell you what. It's not because of Jason. and I've said this 1,000 times over, his mom to me is creepier than he is.
The sad thing about it, she was only the killer in the first one.
In the
Right.
first one, right?
Yeah. But after that, he creeps me out in like the second one and everything else. I kind of feel bad for him in the first one.
Now,
Yeah.
so
Like-
here's a question I want to ask you because you've put this one in your list the same way I did.
Sad
I
thing
don't know
about
if
it,
you
Friday the 13th didn't
is
make
not
my list.
see it's not
Yeah.
on his list. Now here's a
Make my
question I
list
have.
all.
We've both put Friday the 13th on our list. Where are you with Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
It's not on my list.
It's not on my list. Neither.
It's not on my list either.
And the-
I just there seems to be kind of that contrasting but the same idea almost.
And I'll tell you why.
And there's a lot of argument between those two movies.
So to me, it comes down to the weapon. I can hear a chainsaw coming from a mile away.
Right.
I cannot hear a machete coming from a mile away. And there's a lot more jump scares in Jason than
Yes.
there is in.
Agreed. That's why that one made my
Yeah.
list, not Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Like there's that one, and it was I think it's closest to the newest one, to where they're like sitting on the dock, and like he stabs the dude from underneath the dock. Like that was, you know what? After that, I was done. I was like, I'm going.
And I just wanted to know. So, all right. Yeah.
So everybody's done their number two.
Yes, number
We're all
twos.
number two.
We're all number
Number
two.
one for me, I'm not gonna lie.
What was your number two?
I did mine, The Shining.
Okay. The Shining was your number
Shining
two.
was my
Sorry.
number two.
Sorry.
So for me, this one literally like set the whole slasher genre of horror movies into motion. The original Halloween from 1978.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop a little knowledge on you
Yes.
that I didn't really know. This is probably the best return on investment in movie history.
Yeah.
So the budget for the first Halloween movie was $325,000.
Okay.
Do you know how much it boxed office in 1978? $70 million.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
mackerel!
$70 million. That's the biggest.
I wonder what
return
that
on
is with
investment.
inflation.
How much was it?
70
70?
million. You talking about the budget or how
Are
much did
you
it
are you
make?
checking with that inflation?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know. That's interesting.
From 19 what?
70?
1978
Eight.
was the year it was made. And plus, who doesn't like Haddonfield?
Stats and information.
Who doesn't like Haddonfield, Illinois?
What was that?
It's,
That was Freebird.
oh, it's Freebird.
Well, obviously, but I didn't know. I thought that might have been you.
No.
So while he's looking that up, the last one on my honorable mention list, Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy Krueger. It's just that idea, and especially whenever you're young, like I was whenever I saw this one,
I mean, I get that.
falling asleep.
Now
I don't want to fall asleep.
Now I just look at Freddie and be like, bitch, try to come in my dreams.
You think?
Oh, yeah, I'd kick Freddie's ass.
Well, yeah, it's your dream. Right?
I'd kick Freddie's ass in real life.
You think?
Oh, yeah. I'd take a gloved hand and shove it up his ass. Let him check his prostate.
With no lube.
Yeah, no lube.
Is he 55? You need a colonoscopy, sir.
Oh, no, I'm 40. I got a
Yeah,
little
you're getting close though, buddy.
So you're looking at about $312 million.
Dad gum.
today's standards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. With such a small budget though, that whether it's 1978 or 2021, that doesn't matter.
$325,000.
That's crazy. That's crazy return of
And
investment.
not just as a John Carpenter flick.
Yeah.
It is, and
For me,
we've
just-
both said. I mean,
yeah.
just that Halloween series. I mean, it's
Oh, not just that. You want to see something really interesting?
It's
Let me see-
nutsos.
Let me see if I can remember where I actually pulled this information from.
so while Stats and Information 2.0 over here is looking up his information. John, do you have what's your? I guess we're on number one now.
So, hands
Dun,
down,
dun, dun.
the scariest movie to me, and it's because of the reality of it, is definitely The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see where you would. Yeah, I can see where that would be your number.
Yeah.
I started to put that.
I
in my honorable
contemplated it.
mention.
I just-
really did.
Man, I never really got into the Exorcist thing, and I know
Yeah.
they had a lot of spin-offs on it and a lot of different variations. I don't know. That one was just kind of weird for me.
It just, I don't know what it is. It gets to me, man.
Yeah.
I can get that because I can actually see that kind of, for the most part, happening. Like in actual I can see a possession happening by far. But so to do my additional research here, so when Michael in the 1978 Halloween, of course, when Michael Myers made his first kill, he was 6 years old.
Oh wow.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, he was 6 years old when he killed his 17-year-old sister
I did not realize that.
on Halloween in 1963.
Right.
Yeah.
But then he went to a nice little country club known as Smith Grove Sanitarium,
Yes, he did.
which was not a country club at all.
Not at all.
But yeah, good stuff. Like I said, it's literally like that's the movie that I look for every day because AMC does this perfectly.
Right.
AMC starts it on Halloween morning, and they run it all day long.
Yeah.
And you can just.
It's kind of like the A Christmas Story
Oh, yes.
with TBS. They run it
TBS
all day long.
They do. And,
Dana watches it like 17 times.
And the good thing about it that I read, actually talking about the new one, Halloween Kills, is the fact that most of the cast from the original
Right, they're back.
has come back. Like the little girl that played, I can't remember her name, but she had the issue where she couldn't speak at one time. She was like a Stroud cousin or whatever it is. She's back. I think the guy that originally played Chief Brackett is back.
Really?
Jamie Lee Curtis. And there's a bunch of people
obviously.
that are really.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I think that one's going to be a good one.
I'm actually going to look it up right now.
Because I know there's a lot of these new ones that are getting remade or rebooted or whatever.
You can. Hey, if we hurry, we can go see it at Regal Star or Tinseltown. Like seriously, 9:40. We can see it tonight.
We can go see it tonight.
That's what I'm talking about. We can see it tonight.
So my number one has a little bit of a backstory. So this was the very first scary movie I've ever seen in my life. My parents actually made me watch this one.
Yeah.
And then after watching it, I was obviously needing to go to bed, and my mother thought it would be funny to put my buddy doll on my bed and turn its head around, which freaked me out.
Wait a minute, your mom did this?
Yes.
I've never met your mother, but dang.
That movie would be Child's Play. Because to this day, that movie just freaks me the hell out.
So how do you feel about the series that Sci-Fi and USA's doing?
Man, I don't know.
That
I just
started 2 days ago, by the way.
I hadn't watched an episode yet. I'd like what they do with the Child's Play series. The Bride of Chucky was a little iffy
Yeah, that was a little
to me. But the original Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3 were awesome. I know they've got the newest one, which is kind of almost like an AI type. It's more modern.
Right.
I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen the God, that is loud. I haven't seen obviously the series as of yet.
We're gonna apologize in advance for the excess noise. We did not realize that the class. It's homecoming
Yeah.
week here in Silsbee.
Yes,
We didn't
it is.
realize that the class of 2001 is doing a karaoke reunion, which
Yeah. If you can hear
that
it,
just
you can
tells me
hear
it's a bunch of people who can't sing for shit.
it. Right?
So
But yeah, so my number one is Child's Play, and it's got a little bit of a backstory to it, so you can kind of tell why it would be number
hey,
one.
did they raid our liquor stash? Because they sound like they're getting a little turned up.
Turnt?
Shit.
Y'all getting turnt?
What
Who?
the-
What?
Can I help you?
Can we help you? Do
We're live. Yes.
you need something?
Do you need something?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking for John to give me.
John's in there.
He's producing.
Okay. Hey.
Give us about 10 minutes.
yeah.
I swear to God, I'm gonna kill somebody tonight.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Good night.
the other, because you had mentioned it, the Strangers.
The Strangers is pretty good. You
The
need
Strangers,
to watch that one.
not
Strangers pretty
seen
good.
but heard good things about and want to watch. The Strangers, Get Out, and Quiet Place.
Quiet Place
Yeah.
to me is another one that kind of falls on that sci-fi line a little bit.
Does it? I haven't seen it. I don't
Just
know.
because
I've just heard awesome things about it, so I wanted to include it on my list.
Yeah. Now there is one. It's got the blind guy in it. I can't remember the name.
Oh,
That
that's a quiet place.
Yeah, that's
No, I thought that. No.
because they just came out with the second one.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place 2.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Which is what made me really think about this one because I hadn't seen the first one, but the trailer for Quiet Place 2 looks freaking awesome.
I thought it was Don't Breathe.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah. Don't Breathe 2. And
Maybe.
Don't Breathe. Yeah, it's Don't Breathe.
Okay, my bad. So
I
not
should say I
Quiet
knew
Place.
Quiet Place.
I'm
not-
sorry.
Y'all can't bullshit me on horror movies.
Don't breathe and Don't Breathe 2. Maybe I'm lost at this point. Anyways,
Yeah, about a blind veteran.
maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, it was,
Okay. Well, that's my list, our list, your list, everybody's list. Are we? I think we're getting to that time.
yeah,
or-
we're getting,
Yeah.
Oh,
we're getting to that time. I just want to cover
So-
one other quick thing real quick.
I do want to bring up, if you're a sports fan and you've got sports fan friends, we are in the best time of the year. Obviously, A&M beat #1 Alabama, which I was excited to see, and I know you're tired of hearing about.
Hey, I'm tired of hearing about it, just like I'm
The
tired of
Red
hearing about it.
River Showdown.
Just like I'm tired of
Boomer
hearing
Sooner, baby, we came out on top again. You got fantasy football going on.
Only
You got
because of
huge rivalries
Only
happening.
because of the fact that Lincoln Riley made probably the best coaching decision ever.
To go to Caleb Williams. Yes, sir.
Pulled Spencer Rattler.
Astros start tomorrow night, and we are still in the
I
playoffs.
started to bring my Red Sox hat.
See, I'm glad you didn't, because I would not have wished you a happy birthday at
By
that
the way,
point.
you're losing our fantasy matchup right now, sir.
It's only the first. I don't even think I have anybody playing.
You have Jalen Hurts
Oh,
playing
dadgummit.
against Tom
I
Brady.
do. Yeah, I forgot I had Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, and Tom Brady's going for the smoke show.
Hey, now Jalen Hurts has been a hell of a fantasy quarterback this year.
Well,
We are playing each other. See, this is why this is the best time to be a sports fan. You got every big sport going. You got fantasy
Yeah.
football. You got college rivalries, baseball postseason. I'm gonna kick Roy's ass this week.
Brady's already thrown for 2 touchdowns.
God dang it!
So, I got the GOAT. He's legit. And not just that, I got Zach Ertz on my bench. He's got more points than Jalen Hurts does right now. I love it.
I don't know.
So yeah, like I said,
Anyways,
he and I are
we're
you're
playing
probably
each
gonna hear a
other.
little trash talk.
We
next
will. We'll
week,
talk
depending on
trash.
who wins or loses or
But
whatever.
that's why this is some of the get you some friends that love sports and teams other than what you love. This is the best part of it.
It is really
I
the best
mean,
part of it.
just overall tonight was an awesome night.
It's bounced around a little bit. We've done a little interesting stuff.
Got to celebrate our friend's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, that cake looks good. It
does look good. Keep looking at it.
30 damn pounds.
Right.
So.
But we
good stuff.
are we ready to do the
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, go ahead and hit the button.
You want to hit the button? Let's go, brother!
It actually wasn't that loud.
Wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't that
All
loud.
right. What you got for tonight, buddy?
To me, the last call is very simple. Live life your way. Function your way. Celebrate your way. Celebrate the people around you. Celebrate milestones. Just all in all, have a good time.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think I
There
got
you
it.
go. All right. You want to do this?
Sure, we can do that. I got a little bit left. Absolutely.